Welcome to the Hillbilly RV channel. We're down here on a beautiful New River today, down here at Sandstone. These nice folks called. They're having some issues with their trailer brakes. They just come down Sandstone Mountain on I-64, I think yesterday. Had a lot of excitement. If any of you have ever been down Sandstone Mountain on I-64, you might understand what they went through. So me and the Hair Bear bunch gonna check the truck out real quick and make sure that the truck wiring's good. That's my test box. I made it out of a Hair Bear lunch box. So let's get it hooked up and see if the truck wiring is good. If the truck wiring is good, then we will go deeper. But you got to start it to start first, right? All right, set this in the shade, just because it makes it easier to see. All right, let's set you guys up right here. Y'all let me know what you see here. Okay, we'll just check all the lights while we're at it. There's a park, left turn, and the charge line. Right turn. I'm gonna have to set it out here in the sun so I can hopefully see the brake light. I gotta set it farther out. Well, as you could see, the brake light lit up because this is an older truck and it still has the old school brake controller, which means I can test it with my test box. These new trucks with these built-in, I guess they're digital brake controllers, I can't test with this box anymore. So there's a junction box right here on the tongue of the trailer. Right back in there. Customer's already been in there. He did not see anything awry. But let me get in there and see what I see. So I gotta get some cardboard and stuff and lay down there. So before I laid down there and started taking stuff apart, I just had the customer squeeze the brake controller, and I was back there listening, and this is what we found out. All right, had the customer squeeze the brake controller, and I listened to the brakes. The brakes are, I mean, they're humming. So at least this side seems like it's humming really loud. The other side we think maybe not. Let me listen. It may come across the camera, it may not. Okay. All right, let off. Do it again. Okay, thank you. Did you hear that? I don't know. I'll find out when I edit. But so this side sounds like it's working. So I'm gonna go under here and look at the connectors. Make sure they look good. Probably just take them apart. So it's got the It's got what the industry always uses, is those clear connectors with the jelly in them. I'll think of it here in a second. Huh? Yeah, the Scotch locks with what's that jelly? It's dielectric grease. Dielectric grease in them. And I knew I'd think of it with the help of the customer. So let's go back here and see what's going on. I cannot see the viewfinder from over here, so I'm going to assume that you all can see what I'm doing. Okay, I want to check, see if power is making it across the axle. So I am actually going to probe this wire right here. I am ready for you to squeeze that brake controller, if you would, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, has me on?
I think it is already.
Okay.
But yeah, the key has to be on. Alright, the customer's going to go squeeze the brake controller, see if my test light lights up. Okay, hang on just a second.
Say that again?
Hang on there just a second.
Okay.
Alright, do it again.
Do it again.
We didn't have a light there. Okay, hang on.
You're saying hang on, you want me to hold it?
No, just hang on. Now you can do it again.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Alright, would you squeeze it again, please? Okay. And again. Okay. Alright, hang on there a minute. Alright, so I don't know if y'all could see that. I was checking one side of the wires and never had any power because I assumed the red one was going to be power, but you never can assume that on power brakes because the wires are ambidextrous. As long as there's a power on the ground, that electromagnet in that brake will work. So when I checked the correct side, we had lights, we've got signal, we've got power going to the other side of the axle, even though it's not humming. So yeah, let me reset. We're gonna go to the other side and we're gonna do this all over again, see if we have power going into the wheel, and then we might have to figure out what's going on. Okay, here we are on the other side. Let's check this side. Looks like y'all got a lot of new parts under here. Do you?
Oh, I don't know.
Really? Man, these parts, these spring hangers and U-bolts and stuff look brand new. How old's the camper?
It's a 2021 and we bought it in 2023.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, this stuff all looks brand new. This thing's never been pulled on a salty road, that's for sure. Okay, I'm ready. Just take your time. Alright, customer's gonna squeeze the brake controller and you should see the light up. Okay, that's good. Alright. Well, I think they're all good. I can go back here and check that other axle too, I guess. Because I'm not hearing these over hum, but like I told the customer, sometimes they don't hum. Sometimes they hum real loud. I don't know. These electric, electromagnets in these brakes are kind of funny sometimes. Well, we had power going to the wheels, so I don't know what happened yesterday when he come down Sandstone Mountain and it didn't have any brakes and things got a little exciting, but they're working today. So like I said, I have no idea what happened yesterday. All I can really tell you is it's okay today. So that's all I got. Y'all get okay. Get down in that comment section. Leave me a comment, a criticism, concern. And I'm going to enjoy this humidity down here on this river today. I think it's in the low 90s. It's hot. So actually, I'm not going to enjoy this humidity. I'm going to get these people figured up, get paid. I'm going to get back in the air conditioner, and I'm going home. Get y'all later. All right, like I already said, I honestly don't know what happened the day before. I have theories. I don't know. I think his brake controller just wasn't adjusted properly. I think he started off a sandstone mountain, and he might have been just taken by surprise how how steep that mountain is. It's an average of 7% grade. It's steeper to top. The first half is steeper than the second half if you're coming down the mountain, if you're going east on I-64. So it's a 7% average grade, and it will take you by surprise if you are not accustomed to pulling a big fifth wheel on mountains. So I don't know if that's what happened, whether, you know, maybe his pigtail wiggled out of his truck and maybe he didn't have any brakes. I mean, I don't know. All I know is that when I was there, all the brakes were working, all 4 of them. Now, as far as when he was testing, because he tested for hours before he ever called me, and I think I'm gonna pull a brake controller out of the box that I carry on the truck. Now, this is a digital brake controller. His was an old analog, which, as far as I'm concerned, they're the goodies. But I can show you some stuff on here, sort of maybe explain to you what was going on when they were testing. Oh, wait a minute, I'm making an adjustment here. Well, maybe, oh, whoa. Okay, I'm gonna stop adjusting. When they were testing, the old analog brake controllers on this side had an adjustment for the pendulum, because they actually had a pendulum in the brake controller. So when you applied brake on the truck, the pendulum would slide or just go like that, and it started applying the brakes to the trailer. Well, he had his pendulum set back. So say, you know, it's in the truck, you know, this is straight up and down. He actually had it set like this, so that you really had to apply a lot of brake to the truck to get that pendulum to swing and start applying the brakes. All right, he thought that was a gain control, I think is what he called it, which some of them did have a gain control, but his was actually a pendulum. So the pendulum was set not straight up and down like it should have been. It was actually the wrong way. And then what was happening when they were testing is his wife was just putting her foot on the brake. Well, with that pendulum set like that, and everything just setting static, plus the truck was setting on a little bit of an incline, well, when she was just putting her foot on the brake, it was sending no power back to the trailer. So he tested and tested and tested. He had that junction box apart. He checked power at every wheel and never could get no power. But when I got there, first thing I'd done, because you know you have the pendulum on one side, and now this one has it too. It has the power adjustment. His was on this side. First thing I done, I cut the power all the way up, and when we were testing, I was squeezing the brake controller here. I wasn't putting my foot on the brake, because as far as I know, when you squeeze that brake controller, it sends full battery power back to the brakes on the trailer. So that's why when I was testing, this is how I was doing it. Plus, I'd already turned it all the way wide open, just for testing purposes. I've always do that. So I think that's what was going on. He had the pendulum set wrong. He didn't have, and it was a long ways from being wide open. So when he started off Sandstone Mountain, he didn't have a ton of brakes on that trailer. And then when they were testing, you know, it was just, she was putting her foot on the brake pedal, so there was no power getting back to the brakes. I think all this stuff is theory. I'm pretty sure I got the testing, why they couldn't get any power to the brakes while they were testing. Pretty sure I'm dead on that one. I don't know what happened when they started off Sandstone Mountain, but it sounds like it got pretty exciting. But they survived. Truck survived, trailer survived, everybody else survived. And we got them educated a little bit, and maybe if they come off that mountain again, they'll be a little better prepared. So yeah, I just wanted to give you a quick update, give you some theories. Right? I don't know. Anyhow, catch y'all later.